Hello everybody, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Guess what? If you guessed that I've done even more research in the maybe 2 minutes between the last recording and this recording, you would actually be right. I did some research, just a brief overview, on the glass forge. Now you're going to say, why the glass forge? Because I've also done some research on how to actually fit a telescope into this rocket. It's not that hard. It turns out all you need is to place the telescope in here and it will work. It doesn't require sky access. It doesn't even need to be next to the window. You just need a telescope in this structure, which is fantastic. So what we can do, let me finish off the oxygen diffuser. Pop you in here. Is this a... Yeah, it's a vacuum. Finish off the oxygen diffuser. What we can do is we'll put the recreation building and the desk chair, or the table, that's what it's called, under furniture, right? Mess table. We'll put the water cooler here, mess table here, fridge for food here. We can put the piloting thing here and the telescope here. Basically, chuck a telescope in, easy money. It just runs. Then it got me thinking, I probably don't need it, but on a ship that now has a telescope that does require 120 watts of power plus an oxygen diffuser and some other bits, I would probably like another solar panel. Solar panel requires glass. Now, in order to make glass, you need to use a glass forge under refinement, I think. Yeah, a glass forge. Now, the glass forge is scary because it produces, it uses 1.2 kilograms of, or sorry, kilowatts of power. It takes sand in and it produces just shy of 2000 degree glass. That's a scary temperature. However, there's some mechanics in this game that are way over my intellectual weight capacity, but I'm starting to kind of understand them. So glass, it comes out at 2000 degrees, but its specific heat capacity, which means the amount of heat it actually has in that 2000, is very low. So it's not going to pump out 2000 degree heat for minutes and minutes while it cools. As soon as you dump it on the ground, it's almost instantly going to flash cool into glass because everywhere here is way colder than 2000 degrees and there's not many of those 2000 degrees to deal with. And it roughly produces the same ambient heat as any other industrial machinery, and over here is kind of doing okay. Now, after a while of using a glass forge, you probably would want to cool it. But for a few limited uses, I think we could just chuck a glass forge somewhere down here where the temperature ambience doesn't really matter, and we could even just like in here or something, we could pop down a glass forge and produce with some sand a little bit of glass. Now, I don't need much. What I would like is, these things are, I don't know if I can tell at a glance. Solar panel. Really? Can I not see solar panel? Here it is. 200 kilograms of glass. That's not much. But 2 solar panels produce 120 watts. Which is pretty much all we would need in order to occasionally run the telescope. By the way, I should make all of this a priority 9. Which is all we would need to occasionally run a telescope and occasionally run an oxygen diffuser and occasionally run a mini gas pump based on how much carbon is in the air. I think it's very doable. So, I'm going to do that. The other thing is, this oxalate refinery, we're going to move this. Good test here. This thing does produce a decent amount of heat, but thankfully, we are in a cooled environment. Like a purposefully cooled environment. The other thing we're probably going to want to do is down here, this is our power generation room. Eventually, I think we're going to want to move this. to perhaps somewhere like here, so that we can construct a large power generation room that we can cool manually, because we're going to be producing more, like a lot of power, and each piece of power is going to be producing heat, and eventually this room is going to get too hot, which is why I want to be able to have it all cool. It's not a problem we're going to run into now. I mean, Lord knows it probably isn't a problem we're ever going to run into based on the success of my previous colonies, but it's something to think about. For now, we're going to move the oxalite refinery. Just going to have them sweep all of this and this, and I'll honestly just, there's some bits to be swept, right? We have a gas canister there. I can't remember why something produced a gas canister, but it did. I think everywhere else is actually looking pretty clean. There's some bits here. Get rid of you. I don't know what all of this is about. The bedrooms are clean. These bedrooms haven't actually been built yet. That's fine. This is going to be another set of bathrooms. Yep. Yeah, okay. Feeling pretty good about that. I'm just going to prep another set of bathrooms, because in the end, I do think we are going to want more people. It just, you know, it might take a little while to actually get there. Also, these should be plastic tiles. And these should be metal tiles. Plus an airflow tile. Plus deconstruct you. Remember, this is our redesigned, much smarter spine. Even though it doesn't do huge work, there are some areas where it's slightly nicer to exist. You know what I mean? It's pretty horrible most places, but not everywhere. And that's the important part. Okay. Yes, oxalite refinery. I am going to put one together. And I'm going to put it together up here. So let me plan this out first. Refinement. Oxalite refinery. I'll make it out of steel because it's actually something we can do now. Oh, there's a bunch of plants here. I hate the plants because it stops you being able to build. I wish there was like a button that was like, place the thing here anyway and assume I want the plants dead. It's probably a mod somewhere, but something like that in the base game would be lovely. I should probably... You know what? Okay. I'm gonna... First things first, come up here and just delete all of this. Everything is here. We're going to get some coal out of it as well. The coal might be useful. Yeah, just come out here and tear all of this up. It's going to require some cross-beam ladders so they can get in here, and then it's probably going to need a couple of these so they can get up to the top and actually destroy everything. And there's going to be a bit of chlorine gas in here. That's fine. We can just chip a hole and get rid of it. But yeah, so I'm going to put the oxalite refinery up here. I'm going to have it produce oxalite, immediately swept up, placed into a water, a submerged storage bin with an additional enabled, disableable shipping bin. Where is it? Here, the conveyor loader. I'm going to have that pop, 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 pop. And I'm going to have it be able to feed up into here. How is this going? Good, you're tearing through here. I love that. Hatch Ranch 1 is low. Oh, you're handling this as well. That's huge. Good. Right, take me to the Hatch Ranch. What are you? You're a stone hatchling. Where did you come from? I guess they just placed... I guess they grabbed one and placed it in here. Oh, these are stone. We want stone hatchlings, right? Oh, you're a baby stone hatchling. That's why you don't look like the other ones. Okay, that makes more sense. Right, anyway, back to the 5.5 sol. Well, the SS sol. I keep saying that. It's not 5.5 sol, it's the SS sol. Yeah. Okay. So, in here, we can now get rid of just buildings. You, and you, and you. You'll stay so they can build these. We can then replace the lead-lined ceiling. We should also, and I haven't done this yet, but we should run oxygen over to here. So that we can power you up. What is this? Oh, this pipe was to pull carbon out. Yeah. I remember. We were pulling our carbon dioxide out of the ship manually when it landed. Hey, you know what? Also do me a flavor. Can't stop saying that now. Mop everything up that's down here. Just to make life easier. You're broken? Can I ask why you're broken? Received damage from overheating. Right, because you're just a power transformer in space. There's no cooling for you. Yeah, okay. So that as a system is going to be difficult. So do you know what? Allow me to... requires duplicate operation. Can I tell someone to... Oops, I mean do that. Can I tell someone to, like, do this? No, hold on. Because I would like to create some crude oil via a pitcher pump. Manually pumps liquid into bottles for transport. I don't know how I can tell them, though, to deliver specifically crude oil up to there. Yeah, so I'm going to need a coolant loop that allows heat to be moved from here into something else. Because you can't just dissipate hypothermia. Oh, over here? There's no way. Also, I have completely disregarded this place for a while. Mop all of this. What were we even doing here? I mean, you were digging this out, which is good. Rust in here. Okay. Lots of functional beta hives, though. Which I'm very happy about. So we can get some uranium. You know what? I'm just going to give them a sweep order. Just sweep everything you've mined down here. Yeah. Take me back to the SS Sol. You're done. Excellent. Which means deconstruct you. Yes. Followed by building more you. Yes. Okay. We need, I believe it's in furniture, we need a water cooler. We need to pop a water cooler in here for recreation. I think that's the best recreation thing to put in here. Drinking juice? Really? Liquid intake pipe? And you can make juice? We can make bristleberry juice? Yo, we should maybe chuck one of them back in the place. So are you a great hall now? You're a mess hall. Great hall requires plus 20 decor. That's right. So let's place a large sculpting block. Then we can place the rocket control station and... Ooh, stations? No. Rocketry. Telescope. Telescope. Let's place a telescope in. We have wires now. Power. I want a wire here. I also want you plugged in. Okay. So, we've got that set up. That feels good. Do you know what else I'm going to tell them to do? Sweep everything that's currently here. Just to get it out of the way. I don't want ice constantly melting. I know it's going to continue to happen, but if we can just chip away at the many sweep jobs. Oh, that's petroleum that's been barreled up. Okay. It's a little harder to deal with. And there's gas canisters here and all sorts. Yeah. That's fine. Just get rid of all of this. Honestly, doesn't have to be now. Wait, these are unreachable builds? Oh, because the sand and crap keeps falling. Okay, get rid of that as well. Good. How goes this? Actually, it goes fairly well. They're making it happen. I appreciate that. Put you up a bit like that. Maybe a bit of that. Good. Now, before I forget, glass forge. Okay, I want to put a glass forge. I'm looking for somewhere that's already hot. I mean, down here is already very hot. We could probably... Yeah, honestly, it probably wouldn't make too much of a difference. Amount of heat that's down here. But again, I'm just trying to... What are you, by the way? You're a cool steam vent. You know what? Screw it. Over here sucks, and it doesn't matter what we do. Even if the hydrogen is going to get a little warm. What's this? 50-something degrees? Yeah, screw it. We're only going to run it a few times. Refinement. Glass forge. It needs power. It needs 1.2 kilowatts of power. Haha, I lied. Maybe we're not going to put it over there. Maybe. Just maybe. We're gonna put it somewhere. In here. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. And we're going to dig that out. And we're going to wire it up. Okay. Super duper simple stuff. Look at that. Boom. Now this thing does also require an output of liquid. Plumbing. Insulated liquid pipe. I'm just going to dump it here. I'm going to dig these plants away. And then I'm going to allow people to... Oh, no, they can get down. No, they won't be able to get down there once this is done. We'll do that. I'm going to put this here. And you know what? Whether this goes right or wrong, it will be a learning experience, that's for sure. Then I just need to think about how much sand it takes. It should tell me once it's been constructed how much sand it takes. And then we'll see. 68.3, 0.4, 0.5, yeah. I'm going to disconnect that. Because it's actually a terrible idea. And... ooh, we're going to have to reconnect it with just conductive wire. That sucks. But we'll do it. Because this way, the things aren't naturally just overheating while they're running. I think. Do you produce heat while you're running? I don't think so. Okay. Show me the SS Soul. Let's make sure everything in here is a 9. Okay. Okay, we got this. I am going to send this ship up into space. Oh, hold on. We do not have... we don't have space for a fridge in here. Okay. Furniture. We need decor. A little bit of that. A little bit of that. Well, actually, we don't need it there. No, we need it in the Great Hall. Furniture. Furniture. How much decor do you produce? Mr. Ceiling Tile? +5. Nothing really. You're +10. You're +20. Okay. We'll throw some ceiling tile, some whatever you call this up. 5, 10, 15, 20. You know what? 4 of them will do, I think, because that will be the +20 decor we need to make this a great hall. +20 decor. Yeah. Now, it says no industrial machinery, but I think a telescope should be fine because the orbital data collection lab is fine. You've produced some data banks. That's huge. Okay, the carbon dioxide situation is getting a tad out of hand, I would say. That's okay. That's okay. We can wait a little bit, but we should think about bringing Rowan back fairly soon. Okay. Let's priority 8 all of those constructions. Then priority 7. All of those dig. So ideally they build before they dig. Where are you off to go, Pay? You bring material to the SS Soul. I love that. Bit of lead, bit of lead, bit of lead. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now she doesn't build, she delivers. She doesn't build. That's fine because she's not a good builder. She's a good deliverer. Is what she does. They need to do that as well. This is coming together. I'm excited to get this off the ground. Why are you not being built? Let's make you a 9 just so we can pump oxygen into here. Because we at least want to fill the rocket with oxygen. Invalid construction. Oh, the ceiling trim. Oh, I know, dude. Relax. Look at that. They're going to make them valid construction locations. Oh, yeah. Oh, Catalina is, I think, having a good time. Super focused. Is that what I said? Is focused on being super productive right now. Catalina, yes. You're the kind of people we love to have in this environment. She knows what she wants to do. She's not bothered about anything else. She's in her lane, moisturized, having a good time. Now, Glass Forge me. Where are you? Here you are. Molten glass. It requires 100 kilograms of sand and produces 25 kilograms of molten glass. We need 200 kilograms of molten glass in order to produce another solar panel. So, why don't you make 10 of these and we'll have 50 left over. A duplicate has to... Now, we can also observe the temperature change, which I think will be good to do. This is just a priority 5, so they're not going to do it just yet, which means I have time to come over here and see how this is going. You want to dig all of that out as well at some point. These are unreachable builds. So a little bit of that, and then they can make their way down here. Okay. Okay, good. In here, just a couple of tiles left. A couple of ceiling trims. Yeah, it doesn't affect the fact that this is a great hall. Good. So it is worthwhile knowing that we can send a person up into space, because we need them to mount the telescope. Which also means I should actually get rid of the telescope module on the rocket. This. Deconstruct building. We no longer need the telescope or the cartographic module, which actually means we're going to save a decent amount of space. So if we really wanted to, let's say we get the oxalite refinery working in the way we think it will, and we're going to produce a decent amount of oxalite. We could then double fill these with oxalite, add another large fuel tank, and essentially double the range of the ship. Because the large fuel tank and the cartographic module are roughly the same size. So we could just swap it out, and we'd still have an identically sized rocket. At the moment, we're about to shrink the size of the rocket down significantly. Look at that. It's a lot smaller now when you take the old cartographic module off, but it's worthwhile. I wonder, if you add more than one spacefarer module, do they connect? How cool would that be if you could have 2 of them stacked and an extra tall structure? That would be awesome. Do you know what I also haven't done? I still haven't figured out what the rocket port extension platform is. Why are you rocket platform 1 and your rocket platform 958? I suppose it never truly lets our enemies know the capabilities of our forces. If we just arbitrarily name and number our rocket platforms, that way we seem like we have a stronger rocket or a stronger space program than we do. And then the Soviets will never know. Oh yeah, they do need to sort that out as well. You know, there's a lot of projects going on right now, and I'm happy with that. I like having many things to do, and they've dug all of this out, which is fantastic. So deconstruct these tiles, you and you. Glass Forge. Do you think the Glass Forge has ran at all? No. Let's put it up to a 9 just so I can have someone do it. I'm curious. I'm curious how much heat it puts out. It overheats at 90 degrees. Really? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, 1.2 kilowatts of power. It's going to suck some power up. Oh, Pay, is that you getting sand? You dropped it. That's fine. Lindsay's going to come and do it. She might be our operator. Oh, it's a work. So you delivered, so it's a work errand. Okay. Also, we should... This conveyor... Are you hooked up? You go up. You go across. Sand. Oops. Caps locked. Sand. Cool. So we can do that. We can then move sand into here. The sand can then be moved here. The other thing we should do is we need a filter somewhere. Blueprint. Hatchlings. Pips. I'm going to take 3 hatch eggs and I'm going to have them moved to here because I believe that can be done. They can probably just place them. Oh, no. Move to here. 1, 2, 3. Just a bit more food if you think about it. Yeah. Also, I need to deconstruct this tile, and then all the water's going to flow. It is what it is. Oops. And then I want to put you here. You have stopped running again. Does this happen on boot up sometimes then? That you just don't want to... Why? Is there something down here? Yeah. Yeah, okay. You know what I think it is? I think it's this. Making a, like, request all. Kind of thing. We should be okay. Might just have to change that every now and then. So yeah, we've flooded this place. It happens. So the idea being that I want to snip you. I'm going to snip you for now. They're going to fix you. It's thinking about it. They're going to fix you. Right? Yeah. So you get schmoving. We're going to pull all of the oxygen out of this pipe. And then we're going to get rid of this pipe. I'm just trying to clean the area up, remember? Just trying to clear the area up. Also, please mop all of this. That's a sweep. Please mop all of this. And all of this. Even though it looks like way more liquid than it is, it's actually a very small amount of liquid. Okay, you're done. Snip. Reconnect. And when you get a chance, deconstruct. Okay. Has the glass forge glassed at all? There's molten glass down here. Beautiful. So we should have... Is there no glass here? You don't seem to be producing... I thought you just turned into glass. Hold on. Maybe sweep everything that's here. Oh, there is glass here. Yeah. 175 kilograms of glass. Okay, that's good. And you know what? No. Here's what you do. You sweep everything that's down here, except the glass. You don't sweep the glass. You just let the glass vent its heat. See, it's not really heating up that much. It's venting out a little bit of heat. It's modifying all the temperatures around here. But not a huge bulk of heat, which is good. So now we can produce glass. We're not going to produce that much, but I do want to produce some. That way we can build another solar panel to power this ship. How is the SS Sol looking on the inside? I would love for them to finish this granite. Then we'll have a great hall. And, oh yeah. Yeah. We need a fridge. Yeah, baby. That's a fridge. Pop you in here. Grab some wires. Like so. You only need to be connected, I believe, in order for them to actually want to put stuff in there. Other than that, we should be fine. They mopped everything up. That's huge. Now there's just the largest sweep request you've ever seen. Okay. Okay. So. I'm just going to do this, right? It's unnecessary, but it squares off the kitchen for me. Which makes it easier for me to think. Then I'm also going to probably deconstruct you and you, and then I'm going to store my ration boxes are going to be here underneath the fridge or underneath the mess hall. I'm then going to build a door. I'm then going to have them open the door so they don't actually have to physically pass through said door. All right, and how are you looking? The 250 kilograms of glass, huge. In that case, I would very much like you to build an additional solar panel. Just for my own sanity to run the SS Sol. Let's make you... Hey, maybe click the 9? Yeah, let's make you 9s. Let's also check... mess hall. You're not a great hall yet. Really? What's the decor? Oh, right, because there's things that are probably ugly, right? Decor? What? But the decor item is plus... thingy. Great hall. 32 tiles. This is 34. What's the difference between a mess hall and a great hall? Mess hall. Mess table, no industrial machinery. Great hall. Mess table, no industrial machinery. Plus 20 decor. Recreation building. We have a recreation building. I guess I just need more decor. Okay. An easy way to do that is probably to throw an aero pot on here. You hold berry sludge. We'll put an aero pot in. Surely that. I mean, what does the Gemini have? We do have a U. You're still considered a great hall. 40 tiles. 40 tiles, you're bigger. Oh yeah, you are. So I'm just getting a call. But I don't know from who. So I'm going to ignore that. Probably. If it really matters, I'll call back. Pathoni. It's like Morse code being signaled. Okay, so we've got glass. We can use the glass floors now to make more glass. Are we going to build solar panels? That's the question. For now, I don't think so. Power is okay. Oh, you're done up here. Excellent. I want to get rid of these, and I want to prepare to put the oxalite refinery up here. So it's going to be oxalite refinery, a submerged liquid tank with a storage room, a storage box, plus a conveyor loader, and then we're going to be ready to have the conveyor loaders go bub. We might lose some oxalite in the transition process. I'm okay with that. Because ideally we won't use it that long. And we don't need to. This is just a test. Because we already have this filled up with fertilizer, which I don't actually know how much we have. 5.4 tons. That's not a lot, but we shouldn't need a lot. You never know. This oxalite thing works all good. And if this is a bit in terms of like storage capacity or like the way it works, then we just build somewhere over here a big friggin' puffed farm. Oh yeah. Which, now that I think about it, we should definitely build close enough to the rocket. Yeah, so that we can transfer the oxalite relatively quickly. But if the oxalite is going to be infinite from the puffed and we're not using gold for it, then I don't mind a few percentage losses as we transfer it. At least that it should be okay. I'm going to make that a 9 as well, the aeropod, just so they handle that. So we need to send a duplicate into space who has the astronomy skill, which is something I hadn't thought about. What's Rowan's skills like? You have astronomy? Oh, it's just a tier 2 research skill. Okay. So we could... Wait, who's Devon? You cook. Don't we also have another cook? Let me just have a look. No? Okay, Devon, you are very important. You're cooking all the food. Okay, so maybe we move a... Wait, no, you're not where the priority 9 is. You're the priority 9. Maybe we move a... Or maybe we get a new person who specifically will be sent into space. Unless... I mean... I'd love to have this going while we're running the other rocket. What does this require? Do you require a skill? Yep. Whereas with duplicates or by using an orbital data collection lab. I don't know. I don't know if that has a skill requirement. Because if it doesn't, we can send anyone up there to run the data collection lab. If it does, then we should probably send Devon up. I'll check that out after the video, which actually is now because we've been going for 44 minutes. If so, I might pull the Gemini back, swap Devon into the SS Sol, get someone new, send them up in the Gemini, and have them run the rest of the orbital data collection while Devon explores tiles around him. For now, though, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button. It helps out a great deal. Really appreciate it. Lots of projects in the works, and I'm excited to get them all properly underway. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Check the links in the description, ring the notification button, and I'll see all of you in the next one. See ya!